I just saw your face in someone's dream, and they woke up crying. Yes, crying, because no matter how long it's been, your presence still lives inside them. Your energy is imprinted on their heart. And when their spirit crossed into that dream last night, it found you, clearer than ever. Not a memory, not a fantasy, but a soul that they once touched and lost. They type, "Yes, Lord, if you open your heart to blessings today." They dreamed of you like someone dreams of home, and they woke up with a pain they couldn't explain, because that dream felt more real than anything they've experienced in a long time. They saw you standing there, not angry, not bitter, just quiet, just calm, just gone. And that silence said more than 1,000 conversations ever could. You didn't need to yell. You didn't need to explain. Your peace spoke for you, and it shattered them. Because your peace meant one thing: you've moved on. You've begun to heal, and they are still carrying the weight of everything they left unsaid. They didn't expect that. They didn't expect your spirit to visit their dream with such quiet power, but heaven allowed it. Because heaven knew you needed to hear this. You needed to know how deeply your absence is felt. You needed to know you were never forgotten, even when their actions said otherwise, even when they never messaged you, even when they watched your stories but never reached out. They were always thinking of you, but their pride was louder than their heart. Until last night, until that dream, until their soul couldn't hold the silence anymore. Type amen if you feel God is speaking to you right now. Let me show you what they saw. You were glowing, not with arrogance, but with freedom. You didn't look like someone waiting to be loved. You looked like someone who already knew they were loved by God, by the universe, by the angels. You had a light around you, a light that made them want to reach for you, but they couldn't. Their hands passed through you like smoke, and that's when it hit them. You're no longer reachable the way you once were. They lost access to your soul, and it hurts them more than they're willing to admit. They tried to run from that dream. They tried to brush it off, but it keeps playing in their mind, because it wasn't just a dream. It was a divine message, a whisper from heaven, a warning, a revelation, a release. And now it's your turn to hear the truth. Because heaven says you've been carrying questions in your spirit. Do they think of me? Do they regret it? Do they even notice I'm gone? And the answer is yes, more than you know. You may not see their pain, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Pain doesn't always show up in public. Sometimes it hides behind laughter. Sometimes it hides behind new relationships, new pictures, new smiles. But late at night, when the lights are off, it speaks, it echoes, it dreams. And last night, their soul screamed your name. You felt it, didn't you? That sudden heaviness, that tightness in your chest? That moment where a wave of sadness came out of nowhere? That wasn't yours. It was theirs. Your soul is still connected to theirs, even across time, even across silence. And in that dream, the universe allowed your energies to meet again, but only so they could understand one thing: you are not where they left you. You have grown. You have healed. You have reclaimed yourself. And heaven is proud of you. They didn't think it would hit them this hard. They didn't think one dream could feel like a goodbye that echoes in their bones. But now they know. You're not waiting for them anymore. And it scares them, because somewhere deep in their soul, they always thought you'd still be there. Some part of them assumed you'd still be hoping, still hurting, still holding space. But instead, you've become light. You've become distance. You've become untouchable. And that shift, it woke them up. Not just from sleep, but from the fantasy they had built. A fantasy where they believed they could leave and come back any time, where your heart was a door that would never lock. But your peace locked that door, and heaven handed you the key. Comment God is with me if you trust His plan for your life. Now you're standing on the other side of your own healing, and they can feel it. Every time you smile now, it radiates differently. Every time you speak now, it vibrates with strength. Even if they're not beside you, they feel the difference, because energy never lies, and your energy has transformed. You are no longer the version of you who begged to be understood, who bent over backwards to be enough. You are the version that walks with angels, the version that remembers who you are, chosen, protected, guided, loved. Let me tell you what heaven has shown me about your path. This dream, their tears, it's not just about missing you. It's about awakening to what they destroyed. They had love in their hands, and they didn't recognize it. They touched your heart with unclean hands, and heaven took you away from them to protect you. And now, they're facing the silence they created. But you've been building something sacred in that silence. You've been meeting yourself. You've been walking with God in your lowest moments, crying into pillows no one knew about, screaming into the dark when no one responded, begging for signs. And heaven gave them. Even if you didn't realize it then, every unanswered call was protection. Every silence was redirection. Every tear was a seed. And now, you're blooming. Let me ask you something, chosen soul. Do you feel stronger now? Do you notice how your discernment has sharpened? How your peace can't be disturbed by just anyone anymore? That's not an accident. That's the result of divine pruning. Heaven cut off what was draining you, even if your heart didn't understand it at the time. Because heaven doesn't always explain before it heals. It just starts the process. And now, you've been healed more than you realize. You're not the same. You've been upgraded in the spirit. And because of that, not everyone can come back. Even if they return. Even if they knock again. Even if they cry again. Not everyone deserves access to the healed you. Forgiveness doesn't always mean reconnection. Some souls are meant to love you from afar, to carry the lesson but not be part of the next blessing. And you must be wise now, because what you choose next matters. This moment is a test. Do you fall for the echo of what once was? Or do you stand in the promise of what's still to come? Do you settle for familiar pain? Or do you step into divine alignment? I know it's tempting to revisit the past, to answer the call, to reply to the message, to feed the emotion. But heaven is asking you something deeper. Are you willing to wait for the kind of love that doesn't just cry for you in dreams, but shows up for you in real life? Are you willing to release what made you feel unseen, so you can receive someone who sees you, soul and all? Because that person is coming. Yes, heaven is preparing someone new, or someone reborn. Someone who won't just think of you at night, but pray for you in the morning. Someone who won't just remember your smile, but protect it. Someone who doesn't need dreams to remind them of your worth, because they already know. You see, beloved soul, tears are sacred, even when they fall in dreams. Because dreams are doorways. They're the thin spaces where the soul speaks louder than the body. And when someone cries for you in their dream, it means your energy is still unforgettable. It means their soul finally realized what their mind refused to admit. You mattered. You mattered in ways they didn't acknowledge when they had the chance. And now they wake up aching. Because the version of you they saw in that dream was the version of you they never nurtured, never protected, never chose. But you have changed. You're no longer standing in the same emotional place. That dream didn't bring you back. It only showed them what they lost. And sometimes, that's all a dream is meant to do. Not to reunite, not to repair, but to reveal, to teach, to end the chapter softly so you can begin the next with power. Let me tell you what I see in your energy now. There is something holy rising inside of you. Your aura is shifting. Your gifts are becoming clearer. You're more spiritually sensitive now than you've ever been. You're starting to pick up on things before they happen. You're feeling people's energy more deeply. You're noticing when rooms feel heavy or safe. That's your spiritual discernment activating. That's heaven showing you how to protect your peace, because you can't go back to being blind to what drains you. You've earned this clarity. You've earned this intuition, and you must honor it. So what do you do now? You breathe. You listen. You don't chase. You don't beg. You don't reopen doors just because someone had a tear-filled dream. You say, I understand, but I'm not who I was. Because you're not. You are stronger. You are wiser. You are surrounded by angels who are clearing the path ahead of you, even now. There are divine meetings being scheduled on your behalf. People who are meant to support your calling. People who will speak to the healed version of you, not the broken one they used to know. That's what's coming. That's what's being prepared in the unseen. But here's what you must not do. Don't shrink just because someone finally misses the old version of you. Don't dim your light to fit back into someone's old shadow. Don't let guilt dress itself up as love. You don't owe anyone your peace. You don't owe anyone a second chance if it costs you your progress. Remember, compassion and boundaries can coexist. You can forgive them in your heart and still move forward with grace. You can bless their tears and still choose silence over reopening pain. You can be kind and still be done. I know you're wondering, what if they've truly changed? What if they're sent back to me for real? Let me tell you the truth heaven sees. Change is real, but it must be revealed over time. Words can lie. Dreams can stir emotion, but consistency reveals truth. If they are meant to return to your life, they will do so with humility, not manipulation. With patience, not pressure. With alignment, not just apology. And you won't feel anxious when they come close. You'll feel peace. Because real love doesn't confuse your spirit. It comforts it. So now, let this dream be your closure if it needs to be. Let it be a reminder, not a revival. Let it remind you that you are unforgettable, yes, but also unrepeatable. No one can take your place. No one can replace your presence. And if someone didn't honor you when they had you, that is their lesson to carry, not your burden to fix. You, chosen one, have a divine destiny. And what's coming next is so much greater than what's behind you. Your heart is being protected for something sacred, a connection that won't be built on confusion or compromise, but on clarity, a connection that won't need dreams to feel real. Because it will be present, alive, and grounded in truth. You deserve that. You were always worthy of that. You were just waiting for your soul to believe it. And now, it finally does. You've carried so much for so long, haven't you? Silent wounds, invisible weights, private tears nobody saw except heaven. You've always felt things deeper than most. You love with a sacred kind of softness, and that's what made your absence hurt them so deeply, because they didn't just lose a person, they lost peace, they lost warmth, they lost a soul that would have prayed for them while they were sleeping. And now that you're gone, they're starting to feel how cold the world is without your light. But here's what I want you to remember. You're not just someone's missed opportunity. You are a living miracle. And this journey you're on, it's not random. It's divine. Every delay, every detour, every moment of rejection, it was shaping you, building you, healing you. Because the version of you that's emerging now is a version even you haven't fully met yet. That dream wasn't just about closure. It was about confirmation. Confirmation that you were always the one with the rare heart, the one with the quiet strength, the one who stayed loyal even after being abandoned. You weren't weak. You were sacred. And now heaven is surrounding you with confirmation after confirmation. Can't you feel it? The little signs? The way random people speak words your heart needed? The way a stranger online echoes your silent thoughts? The way a song speaks to your exact situation? That's not coincidence. That's divine guidance. That's how angels whisper. And I am whispering this to you now, so you don't doubt your worth again, so you don't look back in guilt, so you don't shrink back into the pain. You've come too far. You've cried too long. You've risen too gracefully to ever go back to a place where you were only half chosen. Yes, they woke up crying. Yes, they miss you. But you're waking up healed. You're waking up clearer. You're waking up clearer. You're waking up with, heaven standing at the edge of your bed whispering, "My child, the waiting is almost over. There's a reward coming for the nights you stayed kind while breaking. There's a blessing arriving for the times you gave love to people who didn't know what to do with it. You are not forgotten. You are written in light. You are seen in heaven's highest courts, and what was withheld is about to be released." There's a shift happening in the spirit right now. That dream was a ripple of it, a confirmation of your transformation. But the best part? You're just getting started. The version of you that's coming, radiant, powerful, peaceful, spiritually sharp, emotionally protected, and filled with divine confidence that says, "I don't chase what's mine. I attract what's aligned, and what's aligned is on its way." Let your soul breathe for a moment. Close your eyes, because something holy is happening around you. The veil between heaven and earth is thinner right now, and that's why you feel things more. That's why you've been emotional lately, even without reason, because your spirit is shifting timelines. It's stepping out of survival and into divine alignment. You're no longer just hoping for peace. You're walking in it. You're no longer just healing from heartbreak. You're building a future that can't be shaken. Let me remind you, in case you forgot, your life is sacred. Your presence carries light. Your voice heals. Your heart speaks louder than words. Even when you're silent, you shift the atmosphere. That's why certain people never forgot you. That's why even their dreams can't escape your memory. Because you weren't just someone they loved. You were someone they underestimated. Someone they didn't understand. But now, they're beginning to see. And their tears in that dream were heaven's way of softening their ego and strengthening your discernment. Don't second-guess the growth you've achieved. Don't doubt the boundaries you've set. Don't regret the distance that saved you. You did what you needed to do. You protected your spirit. You answered the quiet call of heaven, even when it hurt. And now the angels are clearing space around you. They are removing old attachments. They are canceling hidden traps. They are restoring what you lost in silence. You're about to be compensated for every season where you loved others and got emptiness in return. And here's what you must know now. The one who cried for you in their dream, their tears were real. But your healing is more important. Yes, they saw you shining. Yes, they realized they lost something divine. But you realized you are worth far more than recycled apologies. You realized that real love doesn't just show up when it's convenient. It stays when it's uncomfortable. You realized that peace is more valuable than false closeness. And that realization, that is your freedom. You are no longer chasing. You are no longer explaining. You are no longer trying to be understood by people not assigned to your future. Your soul is being realigned with something higher, something honest, something heaven-breathed. And it's not found in old flames or ghosted texts or mysterious messages from the past. It's found in God's timing. It's found in clarity. It's found in divine love, the kind that doesn't run away when things get deep. And so I speak this blessing over you now. May your heart stay soft but guarded. May your memory be honored, but not idolized. May your days ahead be filled with signs, confirmations, and unshakable peace. May you never mistake temporary emotion for eternal purpose. And may you always remember, you are not waiting to be chosen. You were already chosen. Now take a deep breath. Let it settle in your heart, because this message wasn't sent by accident. You were meant to hear every word of it today. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now. Because this is the moment heaven wanted you to remember. You didn't lose. You didn't fail. You didn't break beyond repair. You were protected. You were hidden. You were refined by fire so that when the time came, you wouldn't question your worth again. You were the blessing, even when they couldn't see it, even when they didn't treat you like it, even when they tried to replace you. No soul, no matter how beautiful, could carry what you carry. No one can mimic your presence, because it's not personality, it's spiritual. You have been anointed with a kind of light that draws hearts and changes rooms. And the one who saw you in their dream, they are waking up to what they let go of, not to torment you, but to remind you, you were never the problem. You were the prayer they weren't ready for. You were the answered call they didn't recognize. But now it's your turn to receive, your turn to attract, not beg, to rest, not chase, to radiate, not shrink. Because your energy is finally aligned with what heaven is about to release. And I need you to hear this. Clearly, you are entering a season where the things you cried for will arrive without chaos. The things you lost will return in a new, purified form or be replaced with something far greater. Your heart will feel safe again. You will feel chosen again. You will not be invisible anymore, because heaven is spotlighting you, and you don't need to prove anything to receive it. The one who cried for you in that dream, let them cry. Let them remember. Let them feel what it means to lose someone sacred. That's not revenge. That's release. You're not bitter. You're just better, stronger, clearer, brighter. Absolutely. Here is your 1,000-word message titled, God Says, My Dear Child, be more prepared to walk in your divine purpose than ever before. Loving, prophetic, and simple 1,000 words. My dear child, be more prepared to walk in your divine purpose than ever before. This is not the time to hide. This is not the time to doubt. This is your time to rise. Heaven has been shaping you. Even in silence, I have been working in you. Even in the waiting, I have been preparing the way. You may have questioned the delays. You may have wondered why others seemed ahead. But I needed you to walk at my pace. Not theirs. Not the world's. Mine. Because your purpose is sacred. It is not rushed. It is not small. It is heavy with meaning. It is divine. And now, the time has come for you to walk forward. I need you alert. I need you awake. I need you ready. Not perfect, just ready. Your purpose is not about applause. It is about alignment. It is not about platform. It is about obedience. I have placed something in you that the world needs. A gift, a light, a voice, a mission. I've been whispering it to your spirit for years. Through pain, through silence, through dreams. You've felt it stirring. You've sensed something deeper. Now is the time to say yes. Yes to the call. Yes to the growth. Yes to me. You may feel unqualified, but I do not call the qualified. I qualify the called. You are called. You are chosen. You are ready, even if you don't feel like it. That tug on your heart, that's me. That dream that won't leave, that's me. That gift you keep hiding, that's me. I gave it to you. Not for show, not for pride, but for purpose. Now, step into what I've placed before you. Step with courage. Step with peace. Step knowing I will not fail you. You are my child, and I take care of my own. Don't be afraid of opposition. With every giant, I provide victory. Don't be afraid of lack. I am your source. Don't be afraid of failure. I work all things for good. Even your missteps, even your mess, even your moments of weakness. Nothing can stop my plan for your life. No one can take what I've placed on you. This mantle is yours. This season is yours. This assignment is yours. Now is the time. Let go of yesterday. Forgive the past. Release the weight. You were never meant to carry it into your purpose. You are lighter now. You are clearer now. You are stronger now. And most of all, you are ready. So take the step. Say the prayer. Make the move. Speak the word. Show up fully. And trust that I will meet you there. I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for surrender, for faith, for a willing heart. And you, my beloved child, you are ready. Be more prepared than ever, because what's ahead will be glorious. Heaven is backing you. Angels are surrounding you. I am going before you, and my purpose in you will not fail. Now walk, child. Walk in boldness. Walk in peace. Walk in purpose, because this is your moment, and I am with you now and forever. So today, stand tall in your spirit. Lift your head. Let the past be the past. Bless it. Release it. And don't let a midnight tear from someone else turn you away from your morning miracle. You've got blessings to claim. You've got peace to protect. You've got a love story ahead of you that doesn't come with confusion. And it starts now. Say this out loud with me. I forgive what hurt me. I bless what tried to break me. I protect what I've rebuilt. I open my spirit only to what is aligned with heaven. If this message stirred something deep inside you, it's because heaven needed you to feel seen. Because you are. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are not replaceable. You are sacred. And heaven is not finished with you. Not even close. Now do this before you go. If this message touched you, comment below. I felt this in my soul. I'm ready for alignment, and heaven will see your heart through that act of faith. Like this message. Share it with someone who needs peace. And don't forget to subscribe, because your next confirmation might be in the next video. The angels are still speaking. You're not crazy for feeling this. You're just spiritually awake, and what's coming for you is real, is near, is holy. Sparkles, amen.